And with the wet weather, there's always the concern of keeping your basement dry. Well, there's no such thing as a flooded basement with the help of Young Waterproofing. Linda's here with more details.
If too much water has always been a problem at your house or in your yard, you may need the services of Dick Young. They've been experts in waterproofing since 1959. And Dick is with us this morning to remind you, don't wait until there's an emergency, to where you have to call a Young Waterproofing. You can get Dick and his crew over there now, take a look at everything, and make sure you won't have an emergency this winter, right, Dick?
That's right. Preventative maintenance is always the best plan. People don't realize it, but they always wait until the basement is flooded. Not always, but they wait till the basement's flooding. And at that point, there's a lot of damage done, and then it's very difficult for us to stop the water and get it corrected. However, if we get there in advance, life is good.
We also want to remind you that if you are getting moisture, you may be getting mold, and that is a very, very important thing to take care of.
Yes, mold, we have our own product. In fact, it's called BioClean. It's an all-natural moldicide, no chemicals or bleach, and the base is tea tree oil. And of course, tea tree oil is used for a variety of things.
Right.
So it's totally safe for people or pets.
Now, what are we looking at here?
Now, what's happening here is that's a crack in the basement wall footer. That's the foundation that supports the wall. Now, that crack and a few others has led to a big problem in this house. What is happening? That crack in the footer allowed mud to come in with the water, and that mud accumulates in the drain tiles and plugs the tiles. And of course, the drain tiles under the floor pick up water from under the floor and around the foundation, carry it to the pump, and the pump pumps it out, and that keeps your basement dry. However, in this case, that mud infiltrated the drain tiles, and what we're seeing is taking the floor out, digging a trench, putting in new drain tiles, new crushed stone, and the purpose of the stone is to let the water seep through but filter the dirt out. And so after the stone goes in, then the concrete floor is replaced. Now, right here, we're going to put a moisture barrier on the wall, but we're treating the wall with BioClean first to prevent mold or bacteria from forming behind the moisture barrier.
And there you go. Wow. You know, Dick, what people may not think of you for also is yard drainage. A lot of people see tons of big puddles in the backyards, and you can help with that too.
Sure. And the yard drainage is important because the water in the yard seeps through the ground and eventually, and the basement is just a hole in the ground. So that water eventually finds its way into the basement. So if you have a serious problem with yard drainage, the ideal thing is to correct it before it leads to other problems.
Absolutely. So folks, whether it's foundation repair, mold, yard drainage, don't wait until you have a flood. You want to make sure you give Dick Young Waterproofing a call so they can get on over there and they can easily take care of your problem and take care of it permanently too. And this way you won't fear the coming season because everything downstairs will be looking nice and dry, right, Dick?
That's for sure.
All right, everybody. Young Waterproofing on Shanley Street in Buffalo, but they service pretty much all of Western New York. Give them a call or log on to youngwaterproofing.com. In business since 1959, they're the folks who can help.